Hey everybody, we're back with another episode of How to Play Minetest. This is part 2 of a multiple part series about building fictional worlds. As I explained previously, I am building a world based on a book that I wrote called The Mountain Road, which is available on Amazon and Nook. You're welcome to get links. I'll either put them on the screen here or down in the description, maybe both, who knows. But it involves a city called Riverhaven, which is where we are now. And see, I built a well here. We have some smaller buildings here for other industry in the town, a tower in the corner for protection. And this is the inn where the story starts, the Yao family inn. So if you come in here, you've got the dining room where the story starts. You've got one side for Yao and his friends, and then the other side for the elders who are sitting nearby, who overhear their conversation and tell them about the mountain road. And then a fireplace in the back there. In the back here, we have kind of a kitchen area with cabinets and an oven where they can do the crusty rolls that I talk about in the story, as well as some of the meat that they cook. And out back here we have some wheat growing so that they can make the bread, which you can actually do in-game, so that part's kind of cool. Matches up nicely with the story. And then up here, this is a change from the book. The bedroom is actually in the back of the inn, not upstairs. But that was a concession I had to make due to the space limitations of the map I chose. And where this is a much smaller world, this is about, I think I decided a quarter scale, distance-wise, to how things run in the book. So this is the city of Riverhaven, and then I've built a compass stone here that some of you might recognize. I sunk this one in the ground so that it wouldn't take up as much space, and I also set my home using /set_home right here, so that in case I hit that infinity error that I've mentioned in a couple episodes, I can just say /home and it'll bring me right back here regardless of where I was. And then here's the gate where Yao and I believe it's Shem meet before they take the mountain road. And out here I've actually started on the mountain road a little bit. This is the road, the toll road, which as you can see is the really nice stone, which I discovered in 0.4.11. They're a little bit more polite about how much you get when you're building it. So you get more bricks per build. So instead of all the work of cooking cobblestone back into regular stone and then building the stone and you only get 4 of these out of it, I think it's actually 8 is what you get, something along those lines. So they give you more per square. On the opposite side here we have the mountain road, and to make it feel lower quality, I actually put some slabs and occasionally a stair down so that it feels a little bumpy as you're walking over things. And I kind of went extreme here. I probably wouldn't space it this closely. In fact, I'll probably come back and change these out so it's a little bit nicer looking and not quite so bumpy. This is the bridge from the story, and the fruit trees on the opposite side. And coming over this way, you can see I did a little bit better job of spacing things out so it's not quite as rugged. And this is the ice swamp that Yao ends up in. He finds a goat here, and so I just dug spaces and put in water here and there throughout. And then I also planted some wheat so that you'll get the yellow look of the wheat and then the green of the grass, and then also some leaves, since we can place those now to add some bushes. So it gives it a pretty good unsettled marshy look. Let me come around the corner here, up all these stairs, and this is the next location. This is where Yao and the goat spend the night, and I actually had to build a little oven back here so I could bake some stone nearby, since I'll be doing quite a bit more. In my mind I had these a little bit bigger, and again, this is a concession of the map I chose. This should actually be a lot closer to the waterfall that you can see in the distance up there, but because of the map I chose and the limitations of the game, since you have to build everything in meter squares or yard squares, I wasn't able to make it quite what it's supposed to be. And also with the passageway here, there should be a lot of mist around here, which the waterfall doesn't produce mist, so it doesn't cover up the doorway. But you come in here, oops, and you work your way behind the waterfall like that. And get up this way. So I've got a lot of stairs placed so that I can kind of get an idea of where the pathway is going to be. Again, I'll throw in some slabs and some sideways stairs in the ground to make it feel a little more bumpy. This is where I'll be building the Builder's Temple in a future episode, so I'll show you guys how that will go. And over here is the other part that I've been working on recently, and that is getting this to look more like a mountain and less like the middle of nowhere. If we peek over the edge here, and I hit R to enable full range view, you can see it drops. It just goes right out the bottom over here, and that's a little steeper than I had in mind for my story, so I'm building a more gentle slope off to this side, which I've completed. So it's still a mountain, but it's not quite as drastic of a drop off as it was normally. And this is actually out in the middle of nowhere. This is hollow underneath this section right here. So this whole bridge right across here is hollow underneath. And that's what I've completed so far. I'm probably at about 12 hours-ish maybe on this build. 12 to 14 in there somewhere. A lot of that is harvesting stuff, because I don't like to type things. I prefer to stay quote-unquote true to the game, and if I'm going to build something, I harvest the resources. I don't just give it to myself. I'm not doing it creative mode, but that's a personal preference. So when you're building your fictional world, you're certainly welcome to go creative mode and give single player however many you want of whatever you need. You'll notice I haven't used any messe or diamond or anything like that, because I haven't found any yet in this world, and so I'm trying to stay true to what I feel would be the core of the game, where you mine stuff, you build stuff. You don't just build stuff. But again, that's personal preference. So hopefully you can see how I've tried to adapt my story so that it works inside the game here. You may remember previously I had a set of stairs here that I've made a water elevator and put a trapdoor over top of, so I can still get down there to mine, but it's not taking up as much space and I don't risk falling in. That's pretty much all I had planned for this episode. I'll continue to work on this and give you guys another update in a week or so. I would encourage you guys to share this with your friends if you enjoyed it, and also like and subscribe so that I can know if you guys enjoy these videos. Otherwise, I'll wrap it up shortly and we can move on to another topic in other areas and some viewer requests. I'm grateful for any questions or comments you might have. I've had several recently. I was able to help some people out with how to use the keyboard on a laptop. I'm actually recording this on a laptop, so that's why I knew how to do that, how to use the number keys on the top of the keyboard to select items. So if you guys have any questions like that, how to play the game or how to build a certain thing, you're welcome to ask in the comments section below, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys in another video. Until then, we'll catch you later, and thanks for watching.